You're not on the field, court, or ice. CWall. You're on the couch. From DG to DC, this is Coaching from the Couch with your host, CWall. Delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from a hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.
My name's CWall, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it, make them mad, man. CWall and we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax. Come on.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Coaching from the Couch. This is your DMV Sports Update, you all, and I am your host, CWall. As always, it is my pleasure and definitely an honor to be here with you all every single week to give you all the update on all things going on in DMV sports this week. I see folks are checking in. The CWall Sports and Entertainment team is on the line. They are all gearing up. You see Joy is in the chat. Make sure y'all say what's up to Joy. And of course, all of the amazing DMV sports fans. I see folks checking in. DJ Bland, John Adams, Mike Lyles, Cameron Mingo is checking in. You all make sure you are loving and liking this show. If you have checked in, make sure you hit the love button. Make sure you share the show or tap in your favorite DMV sports fans. Okay, we have a jam-packed show, but what else is new? What else is new? And make sure when Mama Waller check in, you all say hello to her as well. We have to make sure we get through all the housekeeping items because that's what we got to do. It's a lot going on, but listen, we got to do some very important updates. And one of the updates that you all are going to hear all throughout the year is simply this. This year is the 5th anniversary of CWall Sports and Entertainment, you all. The actual birthday of CWall Sports and Entertainment is March the 6th. Okay, mark your calendars, Sunday, March the 6th. If you are on the CWall Sports and Entertainment email list, you've received the invite to the event. Check in if you have this invite. If you don't have the invite, please check CWall Sports and Entertainment. Okay, or send us a message if you would like the invite. We are celebrating. We're going to be making a huge announcement on the business birthday on March the 6th at 5 p.m. that day. It's happening at 5 p.m. because it's the 5th anniversary. So make sure you all are locked in, but you're only going to get the first details and the first dibs of the special announcement if you are actually in the building. So make sure you are there for that. And of course, I would love to see you. Okay, so all of the information is there. Also, shout out to one of our sponsors, Ubiquitous Enterprises. Make sure you all are heading to that website for all of your quality CBD products. If you use code CWall5, why are we talking about the anniversary? CWall5, you will get 15% off the entire site. Okay, the entire site will get you 15% off, but you have to use the code CWall5. Okay, all right, you guys, listen, because this is a DMV Sports rundown, we have to say, when is there a dull moment? When is there? Listen, I don't always show that. And it's not because there's not a dull moment. It's simply because I just didn't show it. But nothing has changed. Okay? Everybody knows it is never a dull moment. This week in DMV sports, huge announcement happened. Washington Nationals fans check in. Mr. National, Ryan Zimmerman has officially retired. Listen, I'm going to share this video of highlights provided by the Washington Nationals of Ryan Zimmerman's career. And it's a bit of a video, but I think it's only right that we share this video because you often hear me talk about the players that are drafted into our professional teams and stay. And Ryan Zimmerman is one of those athletes. Ryan Zimmerman has spent his entire 17-year career as a Washington National playing in DC. Everybody hit the love button to give a shout out to Ryan Zimmerman. Check out this video.
Me, the fans, the community, we've kind of grown up together. You know, I was 20 years old when I got here. You know, we went through those things together. Things started to change a little bit and the expectations were raised.
You guys hadn't had baseball in a long time. I got guys that come up to me now that are 30 years old and said I've been their favorite player since they were a little kid.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman. He's the lone call-up for Washington at this point. The pride of the University of Virginia, the 4th overall pick by the Nationals, and the first ever Washington draftee signee in the Washington Nationals. Welcome to the big leagues, kid.
And smokes one to left center field. His first major league hit. Zimmerman! Yes! There it goes! Yeah!
And it's gone. It's a home run. Ryan Zimmerman, two-run homer.
It's so much fun always coming out here and seeing these kids just having fun, and you know, to see their smiles, to see them just out here without a care in the world, it brings back good memories.
Have you thrown a first pitch out before at a big league stadium?
I have not, Zim, and I'm quite nervous about it.
To meet the people here that basically are the true heroes. These men and women do things that are way more important than what we do. The foundation started so small. To see kind of how quickly it's grown and to be able to put on an event like this, it's definitely worth it.
He is Mr. National, Ryan Zimmerman.
From the Washington Nationals, Ryan Zimmerman. Playing first base from the Washington Nationals, Ryan Zimmerman.
He's an all-star, the face of the franchise, has won a Gold Glove, has won a Silver Slugger. Please welcome Ryan Zimmerman.
And that ball is gone. Ryan Zimmerman, a legendary Nat with a legendary moment.
The ball game is over. Ryan Zimmerman has delivered. A walk-off for Ryan Zimmerman.
Bang! Zoom! Go! The fireworks! The Z-Man has done it again! On opening night at National Park!
Zimmerman, grand slam. Game over. See you later. Zimmerman walks off the nets. Unbelievable.
Now the crowd will salute number 11.
Oh, what a catch! Ryan Zimmerman! Oh my goodness! Zimmerman tees off, and that was blasted.
The Washington Nationals are the world champions!
I can't even explain what I'm feeling right now. What a great thing for this city. You know, there's not a team that I would have wanted to do this with more than these guys. Thank you to the city of DC. You guys have been great. I truly believe this is the greatest city to play sports in the world. We're 2019 World Series champs, and nobody can ever take that away from us.
Listen, all of the fields, and I have watched that video, I don't know how many times this week, and I still am like, okay, CWall, get yourself together now. Wait a second. You know, you're not going to start crying, are you? But listen, it truly is an honor when you have a player that stays in your city for that long. I mean, Ryan Zimmerman, we grew up with Ryan Zimmerman. We watched him grow. And so I thought it was only right. We sharing DMV sports highlights. This is history in the making. When you see a player stay in your town that long, remember that moment. Make sure you capture it and embed it in your memory bank, because that doesn't happen often in any city, in any town, in any sport. So, as many of you have already said, thank you, Mr. National Ryan Zimmerman. His foundation, Zim's Foundation, they are awesome. They are amazing, and they do some really, really spectacular things in the community. And I'm believing that they will continue to do so even in his retirement. So, always more to come. I'm sure Ryan Zimmerman is not going far away because, like I said, his foundation will be still doing the work of the community even after his baseball career. Now, Wizards fans, are you there? Are you there, Wizards fans? Is it anybody out there? Are the Wizards fans still with us? I know that the Wizards are playing at the same time of this show. And right now, this is the starting five. I think everybody has gotten, Wizards fans, check in, hit that love button, check in, Wizards. This is different, right? This is so different. And as many of you know, and if you don't know, this is new news, but I mean, I absolutely am a member of the Triple W podcast. And we are 4 credentialed Wizards reporters, and we talk about the Wizards all the time. And I don't always bring in a clip from the Triple W podcast, but I wanted to bring in a clip from the pod from this week, because I don't know about you all, but this is kind of how I'm feeling. And it's a couple different things that's embedded in this clip. But I think at the root of this, what I want everybody to pay attention to is just the difference in the team and just the knowledge of, I had no idea this was going to happen. Check out this clip from this week's Triple W pod.
I think the rest of this season will be something that Brad is watching. If he wants to come back, I think he's going to be carefully looking at this team to decide whether he wants to stay or not. And if the team, I mean, yes, like I do not think the team is going to be, as good without him, because like Karita said, they do need him on the court, but he's not available. So I think the pieces that they do have right now is going to be very impactful for if he decides to stay. Because they're going to offer him a lot of money, but I know other teams will be interested in him as well, and he's going to be at a crossroads. So the rest of the season is very important, I think. It doesn't seem like it, but it kind of is, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, you don't want to see your team just continuing to lose.
It's rough out here, man. I feel like we're starting the season over again. Like, what just happened?
Yeah, I mean, I can tell y'all this. I did not see this coming. I did not think that, based on, of course, at the beginning of the season. And it's like, I don't even want to go back and listen to that first episode of the season when everything, and you know what? We felt like it was all a dream too. We kind of knew this was all too good to be true. And that's sad that we were right about that, but at least we were right. Listen, I want you to check in right here, right now on Coaching from the Couch, the DMV sports update. If you are completely shocked by what has happened with the Wizards. Okay, can we just be honest, like really honest, and say, did you think after the start? Now let's go back in time, because I was around the building really excited. Okay. But then the objectivity in me would kick in, because you have to do that. And you have to say, okay, folks are going to watch film. They're going to catch on. But everybody knew there was really something else wrong. There was definitely other issues going on. And then we all know now the other issues and what they were. And everybody's airing all the dirty laundry at this point. Like, nobody's quiet anymore. Everybody's got something to say while people are gone and while folks are on their other team. Everybody's got something to say. So knowing that, I think what is critical is, I don't think the Wizards are in a position to tank. I think what's key here is, and this is exactly what Becca was mentioning on the pod in that clip that I shared. Brad is going to be watching the team. And I know I'm a very tough critic of Bradley Beal, and I will continue to be so. And as much as I like him, hey, I will continue to be so. It does seem like Brad holds all the cards, doesn't it? I think that the truth of the matter is, if we're being honest, is exactly what Becca said, and that is that Brad he's going to be watching the team, right? Because everybody has said and has told him, and repeatedly, and I'm going to keep saying this is Brad's team. This is Brad's team. This is Brad's team. Even one time it was I have to see what they are willing to do to keep me. And it's just so ironic how all of this is happening, because you go back and you listen to the very early press conferences when the players first got here at the beginning of the season, and Spencer Dinwiddie shared that Brad reached out to him, right? And that is how he got on the team. They got to talking, and that's how he got here. And we know that KCP and Brad are close friends, like best friends. And you start to give and remember all those sorts of tidbits, and then it didn't work. So the team looks completely different already halfway in the season. But at the same token, Brad holds all the cards. He holds all the cards right now, because the reality is this: if he doesn't see an improvement, doesn't think the team is going to go anywhere, he can walk. He can walk, right? And if he would like to stay, he is going to have the largest contract in NBA history. So what do? I really want to know. Wizards fans, what would you do? Let him walk? Give him the largest contract in NBA history? I know what I would do. But y'all didn't ask me, I asked you. So it's going to come to a time where I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I think. And I see, and I want to answer this question. I actually want to answer this question. I see it coming in, and you may not have asked me, but I see it there by Mike Lyles, and one of the co-founders and CEOs of Ubiquitous Enterprises. So everybody give him a high five and a like and a love button on his comment. And that is, but can Brad be a superstar caliber player? Can he do anything besides score? I think we've seen Brad play here for 10 years, and I think we all know the answer to this question. And I think the answer is no. And I'm trying to be better about not just saying no, but no is an answer. So that's my answer. We've seen the best of Bradley Beal. Let me tell you something. I will always bring this up on the show because I think this is important. I remember it was like that magical season, right? When the Wizards, John Wall's healthy, Brad is healthy. They would, every time they played the Celtics, there was a scuffle. Back in the days of Kelly Oubre, and Marcin Gortat and all of that. And they were good. They were solid. They were good. It was a lot of excitement in the building. It was a lot of hope in the building. And I had a really just eerie and kind of bad feeling at that when they lost that Game 7 in Boston. I said, you know what? I think that this team right here, those guys right there, I think that was their last chance to do something major, at least together. And we know for a fact now that that's true, right? Because none of them are together. So we know that, right? But it's just the fact that yet and still Brad holds all the cards. Now, of course, when Tommy Shepard has his press conferences, he said that Brad has given him no indication that he wants to leave or anything like that. And I believe that. I don't think that Brad has said I'm leaving, because who would do that? Like, people aren't just going to say I'm leaving. I don't think that would be smart for anybody to do. I think what's smart is doing exactly what he has said in the past and exactly what was shared on the Triple W. And that was, he's going to sit back and watch and see what happens. He holds the cards. Now, if he walks, is he going to get the biggest payday like he would if he stayed with the Wizards? No, he's not. But he's going to get paid nonetheless, right? But if he walks, then they're not going to get anything for him, or you're going to give him the largest contract in history. As if you are thinking about, if you're the owner, if you're thinking about the return on your investment, think about the return on what you've invested already. And you have to ask yourself if you've received that return on the investment. Do you say, hey, all right, we family always. We family always. Always family. Always family. DC family. But I understand. Because he can stay. And I think if he wanted to stay, they would pay him. I do. I absolutely believe that the Wizards are ready to give Brad that contract. I think they are ready. I think they are willing to give him that money. That I don't have any indication that they're like, we ain't gonna pay him that. No way. I think they're gonna pay him. I do. I think they're ready to pay him. I think it's truly, like I'm saying, Brad holds the cards. It's not the Wizards. The Wizards they're not holding cards at all. Because either they're gonna pay him or he's gonna walk. And I think he's gonna be good either way. I think he holds the cards. And now, if the Wizards wanted to, say, hey, this is what it is, you let Coach Wes Unseld Jr. choose his team. You let the coach pick his team. Some of these players, Coach Unseld didn't choose. He's got to work with some of this. He's working with the hand that he's been dealt. And he's working with the messages that have been shared. So if you start from the beginning, if you say, hey, wipe it all clean, and you let the coach do the talking, and you let the coach do the recruiting and the drafting and the talking to players, because Coach Wes Unseld Jr. has a really solid and good reputation. He does. That's real. He has a good reputation. So you let him do the talking, and then there you go. That is an option. It's not like the Wizards are out of options. They're not out of options. I'm just, because the one option is exactly what I said, Brad. Hey, listen, man, I think you are absolutely amazing. I think you're an amazing person, basketball player, father, wonderful husband, son, brother, you name it. But son, I can't give you that money. I can't give you that. I can't give you that. And you let Coach Unseld choose his team. And I'm going to go and mind my business. You tell me how much we got to pay these people. And let's talk about that. And if the team doesn't perform in a certain amount of time, I'll see everybody later. Because we got to get some wins in here, some real wins. But we're going to be talking about this for a long time. But I wanted to show that clip because I wanted it to be very clear and make sure everybody understands what is happening here. Brad absolutely holds the card. Either he's going to walk or they're going to pay him. I don't think the Wizards are going to say bye. I think if anybody says bye, it'll be Brad. So from a business perspective, he's a genius. I'm going to go ahead and give Bradley Beal his props because he did that. Okay, so I'm with him. I get it. I get it. You control your own destiny. I get it. I get both sides of that spectrum. But I wanted to share that with you all from my perspective and make sure everyone else is thinking about this in the same way too. So it's something to watch. And yes, everybody should be watching the team. Should be. Absolutely, to see what's going on here and what's about to happen. Okay. More to come as always. Commanders fans. Have the Commanders fans checked in at all? I saw this clip. This next clip is compliments of the Commanders production team of the different helmets over the years. Check out this video.
Inch down gels as Billy Wells fells the Cardinals with a dazzling dash of 79 yards to pay dirt.
He said, you see these statements up here? You see what they say about you? You're the best team in football, but you got to prove it today.
Just remember this. 40 men together can't lose. Okay.
We are the Commanders.
I thought that was pretty cool. Now, can I just say this, because I've been hearing from some fans the concern that the name and the history and the word just Redskins will be gone forever out of history. Clearly, it's not. That was one of the team's names. It was the team's name. So you can't just wipe out the history. You can't just say it never happened and it never existed. That's not going to happen. So for any fans that think that's just going to get wiped out of the history books, that's not going to happen, you guys. If anybody felt that way, please do not feel that way. That is not going to happen. We're definitely moving forward and looking forward to the future. Now, when it comes to the Commanders, and we only got a couple more minutes, there's so much to discuss in this offseason. What they're going to do at quarterback is something. Now that the Super Bowl is over, isn't it something to see Matt Stafford win a Super Bowl? Now, let me be clear, because I've been seeing people this too. Well, if the Washington football team at the time or the Commanders would have tried to get Matt Stafford, well, they tried. They tried. They got outbid by the Rams. And oh, by the way, the Rams organization is just a bit more desirable. You know, it's a bit more desirable than some of these organizations out there, i.e. the Washington Commanders. So that is what it is. And everybody has to accept that. But I want to close with this, right? Think about it. They went at Stafford, okay? They went at him. And got outbid. Now, sure, because I realized this too about Super Bowl. Hey, listen, because I said they got outbid, but I'm going to go back to the point of the organization. What is your sell? It kind of also ties back to the conversation about Bradley Beal and him holding the cards. Listen, what's the pitch? What's the sell? What is the sell? Put yourself in the position of head coach. How are you going to sell this? And because we're going to talk about this, because this is going to be all off season, y'all. We got a lot to talk about all off season with the Commanders, all types of positions, everything, because a lot of teams made big splashes in free agency. Rams, they did. The Bengals did. The Bengals did an excellent job of drafting and operating in free agency. It worked for them. It absolutely did. But you have to think, what's your selling point? What's your selling point? Like, for real? Like, who are you going to sell that you have? Or how about your pitch is you just draft somebody and you tell this person and you create a whole realm around this person of greatness to make sure that they can be great, and you give them what they need, and you talk about how they can chart their path toward the future and chart their path toward greatness. When you're talking veteran quarterbacks, they want to win. Matt Stafford just got to the Rams. Odell Beckham Jr. had just gotten to the Rams. Von Miller, although he was already a Super Bowl champion, they just got there. But they came into a winning fold that understood, hey, where they measured up against everybody else, they had to do what? They had to make some changes to say, we ain't trying to win later. We're trying to win now. We're going to talk a little bit more about the pitch as time goes on, because I got some pitches. I got a pitch or two or three. The key is your pitch better than the other teams that's got a pitch too? That's your key. Who else got a pitch? Who else need a quarterback? All right, let's figure out what their pitch is. And I'm going to make sure mine is better. That's all you got to do. But hey, Ron ain't called me yet. Let me help him with his pitch. So there's that, everybody. But anyway, seriously, if CWall had a pitch, trust me. But anywho, it's all in the storyline, all in the compelling storyline. You guys, there's more to come on that topic. because we're going to talk about that among other things. Because, of course, with the Commanders, of course, it's never, ever, ever a dull moment with them. You guys, we have made it to another week of Coaching from the Couch. The 5th anniversary is coming up. Check your emails. Make sure you're there. You absolutely don't want to miss the 5th anniversary because you want to be there for the big announcement at 5 p.m. or else you're going to be finding out like everybody else on the internet way after it's over. And then it's old news. But now at that point, you know, it won't be old news. It'll be continual news, but you do want to be there so that you can hear it first. Okay. Listen, you guys, it's always a pleasure and a whole lot of fun to talk DMV sports with you guys. Okay. You all keep loving and liking the show and sharing the show. And please continue to be safe. Okay, you guys, I will see you guys again sometime soon.
You're not on the field or ice. You're on the couch. From DG to DC, this is Coaching from the Couch with your host, CWall. Delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from the hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.